actually wrote the Persian general a note, a letter, said, I'm coming. 633. Abu Bakr has conquered the entire Arabian Peninsula and put it together in 633. Instead of telling Khalid, okay, you've done an amazing job, all these different battles in the Riddle Wars, instead of saying, let's take a rest, let's take a break, the Khalifa Abu Bakr says, keep going. And the next thing you know, they're invading the Persian Empire. The Persian Empire had existed for 1,200 years. A person living at the time, if you had said to him, the Persian Empire will end, they would have said, you're insane, that's not possible. The Persian Empire had been a global superpower for more than 1,000 years, and all of a sudden this army is invaded. In the mind of the Persians, they're like, oh, it's an Arab raid, this is a nuisance, but let's just go quickly put it down. Khalid actually wrote the Persian general a note, a letter, said, I'm coming. But the way he wrote the letter, it made it sound like he was going to Kazima in Kuwait. On the way to the city that the Persians had as a base was right near where Basra in Iraq is. So Hormuz takes the Persian army to go to Kazima to block his path. Khalid doesn't go to Kazima, he goes to Hufair. Word then arrives from Hormuz scouts that Khalid has gone to Hufair. Hormuz takes the Persian army to Hufair, but in the meantime Khalid is taking the Arab army to Kazima. They turn around and they come back to Kazima and meet Khalid there. The reason he did this elaborate maneuver was he wanted to take advantage of the fact that the Persians were heavy infantry. They had all this armor. So by the time they marched from Basra to Kazima and then Kazima to Hufair and then Hufair back to Kazima, they would be more exhausted than his men. And so they line up, a group of Persians chain themselves together, and then Hormuz challenges Khalid to a duel. It was very common for armies back then to have champion fight before anything happened. An Arab volunteers, he shouts some poetry, the Persians don't care, they're like, let's just get on with it. Hormuz challenges Khalid, they go out into the middle of the field, they fight. What Hormuz had done was he had moved a group of his best men forward a little bit, so that if he died, they were going to rush out and kill Khalid. Khalid kills Hormuz, and somewhere between maybe 6 to 12 Persian soldiers rush out to kill Khalid. And as they're charging at him, Qaqa ibn Amr, one of Khalid's lieutenants, he runs out and the two men defeat the Persians that had come to kill Khalid, and then the battle begins.